Hello my loves and welcome back to my hair channel. As per the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you a bunch of weird curling hacks that actually work. These are great if you don't have any heat styling tools or if you are traveling and forgot to pack your heat styling tools and you want to get the same effect as you would with a curling wand. I also wanted to quickly mention that some of these hacks will give you more of a wavy type curl and some of them will give you a, well, traditional curl. And staying true to the whole weird theme, these methods range from weird to super weird. But hey, when you need to curl your hair without your typical tools, you kind of have to get creative. So without further ado, if you want to see my 18 weird curling hacks, then keep on watching. First, I'm quickly clipping in a few wefts from my fancy hair extension set to give me extra length and volume and give me more hair to work with so I can show you all of these hacks. And of course, a link to where you can get fancy hair extensions is always in my description box for those of you who are interested. And if you're curious, I wear the 240 gram set in Hazelnut Dirty Blonde. Okay, so now that my fancies are clipped in, let's get into the first weird curling hack with tinfoil. There's actually several ways you can use tinfoil to curl your hair, which I'll show you in this video, and luckily it is pretty accessible at pretty much every supermarket or convenience store, so even if you're traveling, it shouldn't be hard to find. For this first method, I'm taking a sheet of tinfoil about yay big and then rolling it up into a rod. Then I'm bending the rod in the middle to create a U shape like this, and then I'm taking a section of hair about 1 to 2 inches in thickness and spraying it with a bit of heat protectant just to moisten it up. I just want to quickly mention that you can definitely use plain water for this instead of heat protectant like I did. I just find that my hair gets a little too frizzy when I use just water, or you can use water with a few drops of oil in it. You can also create any of these methods I'm going to show you in this video on slightly damp hair from a shower, which is the easiest way, but since my hair is dry, I needed to add some moisture to it so that the heatless hairstyles will take shape. Alright, so now that my section of hair is slightly damp, I'm taking the U-shaped rod and placing it over the top of the strand and then weaving the strand around each side of the rod in an 8 shape. Once I get to the ends, I'm folding over the ends of the tinfoil rod to lock those ends in place so they don't go anywhere, and now I'm just going to leave this in until my hair is completely dry. Once my hair is completely dry, you just want to unravel your hair, and this is what you should get: a beautiful, loose, beachy wave. The next weird curling hack is using straws, which is another easy and accessible curling method, not to mention super inexpensive. Working with slightly damp hair, you want to start from the ends of the hair and wrap them around the middle of the straw and roll the straw up until you're about a couple inches from the roots. To keep the straw in place, you can use a rubber band or a hair elastic to secure the ends of the straw together. Wait until your hair is 100% dry before releasing the curl. When you release the curl, you should have an irregular curl that looks like this. One of my favorite ways to curl my hair without heat is using bubble tea straws. If you're from Europe, you might know these as boba tea straws, and they can be found on Amazon or at any Asian supermarket. So all you want to do is take a damp section of hair about 1 to 2 inches in thickness and wrap it around the straw starting from the top. To secure the hair in place, I like to use 2 bobby pins on the top and 2 on the bottom. Once your hair is dry, you're going to get a beautiful medium-sized curl with lots of definition. If you guys want to see a full tutorial on how I curl my hair using only bubble tea straws, let me know in the comments below and I'd be happy to do that for you. The next weird curling hack is curling your hair with chopsticks. This is another item that you can pick up on Amazon or at an Asian supermarket, and all you want to do is separate the chopsticks and wrap a damp section of hair around one of the chopsticks starting from the top. Once you run out of hair to wrap around the chopstick, take the other chopstick and sandwich your hair in between like this. To secure it, you can use a rubber band on the top and bottom or a hair elastic like I am here. When you take out this curl after it has dried and set, you'll get this beautiful irregular coil type curl. And back to the tinfoil. Here's another one of my favorite curling hacks using tinfoil. What you want to do is prepare a piece of tinfoil that's not too big, take a section of hair, wrap it around your 2 fingers, and then place the tinfoil behind the coil of hair and fold up the tinfoil around the hair like a burrito. But make sure you keep the tinfoil as flat as possible. The reason is because you will need to heat it up for a few seconds using a flat iron. If you don't have a flat iron and you're traveling, you can use a blow dryer for a few seconds as well, which most hotels have available in suite. So heat it up for about 5 seconds and then wait until your hair is 100% cool and dry so that it has time to set. The curl you'll get from this method is a bouncy, loose curl like this. The next weird curling hack is curling your hair with socks. Yep, it's a great way to put your old but clean, make sure they're clean people, mismatched socks to good use. All you want to do is take a damp section of hair, wrap the ends around the middle of the sock, roll the sock up towards the roots of your head, and tie the ends of the sock to secure the hair in place. Once your hair is dry, you'll end up with a big, loose, and bouncy curl like this. You can get a similar effect as a sock method using microfiber cloths like these, which are super inexpensive and are available on Amazon or in Walmart, and they can be reused a billion times over. What you want to do is take a damp section of hair, roll it up exactly as I showed you using the sock method, and then tie the corners of the cloth together to secure the hair. And this is the beautiful curl you'll get using a microfiber cloth. Now this next one is very unconventional, but let me tell you, it creates some of the most beautiful curls. This is a maxi pad that I just removed the backing of and rolled into a rod. This can also be reused many times, and a box of maxi pads is super inexpensive, and obviously they're very accessible no matter where you are in the world. So once you have your maxi pad rod, what you want to do is start curling a damp section of hair around the top of the rod until you get to the ends, and then secure the top and bottom using a rubber band or hair elastic. And here I was feeling a little bit overheated with all these contraptions in my hair, but nevertheless, life must go on. When your hair is completely dry and set, which mine wasn't completely, unfortunately, you're supposed to get a big, bouncy, loose curl. So a weird hair curling hack video would not be complete without showing you how to use a pencil to curl your hair, right? So to do that, you want to wrap a damp section of hair around a pencil or pen, whatever you may fancy at that moment, and then secure the top and bottom using rubber bands or a hair elastic. This method will definitely give you a very tight, defined curl, which is perfect for adding tons of volume and texture to hair. Remember the very first tinfoil curling hack I showed you in the beginning of this video? You can create a similar effect using a piece of paper towel. Just like the tinfoil method, you want to roll it up and then bend it into a U shape, and then place the U at the top of the damp section of hair and wrap the hair around the paper towel in an 8 figure. Secure the ends with a rubber band or an elastic and wait until your hair is 100% dry. Once your hair is dry and set, remove the paper towel to reveal an irregular, bouncy wave. Another paper towel curling hack is to take a larger piece of paper towel, roll it up into a rod, and wrap the ends of a damp section of hair around the middle of the rod and roll the rod upwards towards the roots. Secure the ends with a rubber band or hair elastic and then allow it to dry completely before releasing and revealing this beautiful paper towel curl. And for those of you who want to curl your hair without any tools whatsoever, all you need is to work with slightly damp hair and take a section of hair about 1 inch in thickness, twist it, and then wrap it around one of your pointer fingers near the top of the strand. With the loose ends, you want to wrap it around the part that is not loose until you have about 1 to 2 inches of loose ends, at which point you want to feed the ends through the loop, but make sure that the ends don't completely go through because you'll need these later to unravel the knot. Once you position the ends like this, pull down on the wrapped part at the top to lock the ends in place. When you're done, you should have something that looks like this. Allow your hair to dry and set before unraveling to reveal an irregular beachy curl that doesn't require heat or any other tools. So this next curling method almost doesn't require any hairstyling tools. All you want to do is take a damp section of hair, twist it tightly, and wrap it around itself until you have a knot that looks like this. To secure it in place, just use a couple of bobby pins. Once your hair is dry, remove the bobby pins to reveal a big, twisted, wavy curl. And back to my tried and true curling tool, tinfoil. This time I'm taking a piece of tinfoil and rolling it up into a rod. Then I'm folding over one end of the rod to create a hook and then hooking it over the top of a damp section of hair and then wrapping the hair around the rod. Once I get to the ends, I'm locking the hair in place by folding over the bottom of the rod. After the hair is dried and set, you should get an irregular curl that looks something like this. Now, this video wouldn't be a weird curling hacks video if I didn't include something so weird it would make you gasp. So here we go. Use a tampon, yep, you heard me right, to curl your hair by extending it and then wrapping a damp section of hair around the tampon. Again, these can be reused, so no need to worry about waste, and they're easily accessible as well. To secure the ends, you can tie a rubber band or hair elastic around the ends of the hair, and to secure the top, you can use a couple of bobby pins to sandwich the hair and cardboard together. And I'm sure you're super curious to see how this curl turned out, so once you release it, you'll have a wavy looking curl that looks something like this. Pretty good for a tampon, don't you think? Oh, what to do with all of those empty toilet paper rolls? Why not save them for curling your hair? Just take a damp section of hair, wrap the ends around the middle of the roll, and then roll upwards towards the roots. Use a few bobby pins to secure the hair in place, and once your hair is dry, you can remove the bobby pins, and this will give you a beautiful loose curl that you would never expect to get from an empty toilet paper roll. The next curling hack is using a finger to curl your hair. So imagine your finger is a curling barrel. Wrap a damp section of hair around your finger, carefully remove your finger, and use a couple of crocodile clips on either side of the coil to lock it in place. Once your hair is dry and set, remove the clips to reveal a tight medium curl that looks like this. And lastly, you can use 2 fingers to get a looser curl by using the same method as I just showed you. Wrap a damp section of hair around your 2 fingers, carefully remove, clip to lock in place, and then unravel after the hair has dried and set to reveal a larger curl than the one before. Okay guys, so that wraps up my 18 weird curling hacks that actually work. I hope you found these hacks helpful, or at the very least, I hope I was able to make you giggle. Let me know which weird hair curling hack you actually want to try in the comments below, because I'm really curious to know. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already to see more videos like this one. You can also follow the Fancy Hair Instagram account for daily hair inspiration, and follow my personal account to stay connected with me. Oh, and in case you guys didn't know, I have a beauty channel that I recently launched with a ton of beauty hacks, tutorials, and more. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, feel free to click the video in the top right corner to go to my beauty channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in my next video.